Get ready for the action, because Juventus wingback Emil Holm has suffered a new injury scare. We dive deep into the details surrounding this worrying calf problem that forced him off the pitch during the big victory over Bologna. We look at what this means for the future of the Bianconeri and why the club is taking such extreme caution right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we are looking at the incredible performance of Juventus player ratings. We break down the match highlights, showing how Weston McKennie came back with a bang to make a real difference in the game against Bologna. See the full breakdown of how McKennie and Khéphren Thuram shaped the middle of that exciting match. Now, let's talk about the tactical decisions making waves. We examine the growing debate among pundits like Massimo Mauro and Sandro Sabatini, wondering why Luciano Spalletti keeps relying so heavily on Juventus striker Jonathan David. Find out why some experts believe it's time for the manager to change his lineup. And finally, we uncover the tough questions surrounding Spalletti's choices. We explore the arguments from Massimo Mauro and Sandro Sabatini about dropping Jonathan David and who they think should be playing instead. Don't miss this full analysis. Tune in right now for all the latest football news. Juventus wingback Emil Holm was forced to leave the pitch at halftime during a recent victory over Bologna due to a calf problem, prompting concern among the club. Holm had been a key contributor in the match, having impressed in the previous weekend's fixture at the Allianz Stadium. Despite a strong performance, Holm's thunderous shot hit the woodwork instead of scoring, leaving him unable to add his name to the scoresheet. Following the break, Holm was substituted, with Khéphren Thuram taking over at the restart and Weston McKennie moving to the right flank. According to Juventus News 24, the decision to substitute Holm was precautionary, stemming from discomfort in his calf, rather than a tactical choice by manager Luciano Spalletti and his staff, who opted to avoid any risks. This decision proved beneficial, as Thuram secured the victory with a second goal. This injury is particularly notable, as Holm has already missed 45 days since joining the club in February due to a calf muscle tear, necessitating extreme caution from the squad. The player is scheduled to undergo clinical tests in the coming hours to ascertain the full extent of the issue. Holm joined Juventus on loan with an option to buy from Bologna for €15 million plus €3 million in add-ons. His tendency to sustain injuries has raised questions at Contenassa, as the potential purchase price is substantial, leading some club directors to consider investing the funds in a healthier alternative. Holm's future remains linked to João Mario, who has moved to Bologna and is reportedly enjoying a revival there. Italian media sources suggest there is a possibility that the two clubs could agree to extend the loan agreements for both players for another season. Juventus player ratings against Bologna have highlighted a significant return to form for midfielder Christian McKennie. According to recent analysis published on OneFootball, McKennie was noted for a particularly impactful performance during the match against Bologna, suggesting a resurgence in his form. The details of the player ratings indicate that McKennie was a key contributor to Juventus's efforts in the contest, marking a positive development for the squad as they continue their season. Juventus secured a decisive 2-0 victory over Bologna in a recent match, with key performances from midfield players highlighted as pivotal to the outcome. According to player ratings analysis, both Christian McKennie and Thuram were instrumental in dictating the pace and controlling the middle of the pitch for the winning side. The match, featured in Football Italia coverage, underscores the importance of midfield control in securing crucial results for Juventus. Pundits are questioning manager Luciano Spalletti's persistent reliance on Juventus striker Jonathan David, labeling the tactic as self-destructive. Massimo Mauro and Sandro Sabatini expressed bewilderment over the decision, noting that despite not achieving individual glory, the Canadian has featured more than any other Bianconeri centre-forward this season, largely due to injuries to Dusan Vlahovic and Arkadiusz Milik, and poor form from Lois Openda. David was once again deployed up front in the 1-1 draw against Hellas Verona at the Allianz Stadium. Although his first half was unremarkable, Spalletti kept him on the pitch even after Vlahovic was introduced, opting to substitute Kefren Thuram instead. With Vlahovic on the field, David shifted into a deeper role, operating as an attacking midfielder or a second striker. This tactical adjustment yielded no positive results, leading Spalletti to bring on Fabio Maierdi, who also struggled. This situation has prompted the manager to acknowledge the need for a genuine attacking midfielder capable of operating between the lines. Italian journalist Sandro Sabatini concurred with Spalletti's assessment, but argued that the time had come for Juventus to drop David. Sabatini stated that while the team possessed a player who could beat the man, playing with David was counterproductive. Former Juventus midfielder Massimo Moro shared similar skepticism, questioning the rationale behind Spalletti's choices. Moro suggested the team would have been stronger with Kenan Yildiz playing behind Vlahovic and Jeremy Boga on the left wing, finding the decision to use David behind Vlahovic surprising. Despite the tactical debates, David has remained a consistent contributor, registering 8 goals and 5 assists in his 44 appearances for the club since joining in the summer.